It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Eagles going up against the Redskins.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. A strong running. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Here's Smith now on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Hard throw, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And tough starting field position here. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And his first pass is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Get a look at the Washington Redskins as they come out on offense. And this is a crew that's hoping to make some noise in the NFC East, coming off back-to-back winning seasons for the first time since 96-97. So they are trending upward.
Yes, they are, and Kirk Cousins is leading them on offense. He's the guy that people continue to question. Yet every year he puts up big-time numbers. Able to fling it around. They're able to run it well. I love their offensive scheme. But I do know that they wanted to get better on defense, and they went to the University of Alabama, their first 2 picks, in order to try and get that done. Jonathan Allen, defensive lineman. Brian Anderson, outside linebacker. They'll need both of them to play well if they want to chase down the teams in front of them in the NFC East.
And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Second down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. So they're on that play offensively. They ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Alex Smith taking it in. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Eagles offense heading out now, a team with big hopes in 2017, but a franchise that's been in neutral for a while now. You have to go back to January of '09 for their last playoff win, and I don't think getting there, Charles, is going to be easy in the NFC East.
What a great starting point. A franchise-level quarterback in Carson Wentz going into his second season. Defense continues to improve, and they drafted Derek Barnett, a defensive end out of Tennessee, who they'll play at D-end, outside linebacker, but mainly DPR, designated pass rusher.
They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now this time Wentz will throw. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And his kick is good. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. Right at the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through him. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackles. After tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
From the red zone now, Smith. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Two minutes remain here in the first half. back to FedEx Field following this short break. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 56 yards. And some room to roam now. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
Now Wentz will keep it, and he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
There he goes, left side. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 59 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Smith steps away to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Second down following the incompletion. Here's Ajayi. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the 20. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Sproles. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42.
Here we go.
And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. After the run, Smith going to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I don't think there's any question that Jordan Reed is as athletic as any tight end in the league. All right, I don't think there's any debate about that. The hard part is just him being able to be healthy.
And when he's on the field, though, boy, does he take them to another level, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Changes the game for them because they can use him in so many different spots and create mismatches against the defense.
Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Caught on the right side, Reed. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
He may try and run for this. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a 1st. Now Thompson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson taking it in from a yard out. And the Redskins are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 75 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall, 69 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The rookie from Alabama, Jonathan Allen. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
We don't have enough time left in the game to list all the awards Jonathan Allen won his last year at Alabama. Suffice to say, though, led the team with 10.5 sacks, playing defensive tackle, defensive end. This guy's versatile, and he's good.
Well, 2 of the notable awards, the Bednarik and Nagurski awards, he took those home. Play action. Now Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, good move at the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And here we go on 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 78 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Got him in, complete. This is Richard Rodgers. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now Wentz again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from Alabama, Jonathan Allen. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On play action, Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. He's gonna air one out. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw...
He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
People tryna say I'm only enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die. So on roll, when I roll, must be. Amen, man. I can't ride Benz, I don't do peace. I beast, I gotta eat. Saber tooth, tiger, diamond tooth teeth. Rockin' right now, won't you come peep? I was outside. The way that shake, leave your mouth wide. You need to say grace for you say thanks. Amen, What's left in my life, don't know what's in store. I've been dealing with these blessings that I can't